Going where?
So we are going to take over City Hall. So if he has already surrendered, I'm ready to go.
Esther, question.
She finished her question.
Yes, yes.
First of all, Jeff, this was 1986, November 13th, 1987. That is November 1987. All right?
Yeah, is that you in the picture?
That is me in the picture at the University of Nairobi. I was a student leader, and I was in the headline in 1987 when Raila was in detention. My friend here, who is my age, was nowhere. What was she doing in 1987? I was fighting for multi-party democracy in 1987. She's my age. She was hiding under the bed. She was nowhere to be seen. I never heard of her. We fought during the second liberation. With Raila Odinga in detention, Miguna outside. Miguna was arrested and put in detention. Miguna came out, was released. Miguna was expelled from the University of Nairobi. Miguna went into exile. Did he stop? He continued fighting for multi-party democracy by leading the Committee of Democracy in Kenya. Who were one of my members? Willy Mutunga. Miguna was a teenager at that time, leading veterans. So when somebody says, Raila made me, nobody would have known me. Just because you are ignorant and you can't read and you have not done your research, you can't blame Miguna for your ignorance. Number two, to appoint somebody as senior advisor and your chief strategist means the guy is knowledgeable, the guy is competent. Out of 40 million Kenyans, whom did he choose? He could have chosen Esther Passaris. Did he choose Esther Passaris as his advisor? He chose Miguna.
Okay.
Miguna worked as his advisor. Thirdly, lastly, so I reported what happened at the Pentagon. What kind of a betrayal is that? I told the truth. Let Esther say it did not happen. She was not there. She can't speak about things she did not know. She emerged from nowhere that is she Mama Supu. She's selling beauty. She thinks beauty gives you credibility and integrity to go for leadership. Esther Passaris is nothing but a flower girl.
Esther, I'm going to give you 1 minute to respond real quick.
Yeah.
1 minute to respond real quick.
Yeah.
He says you're a flower girl.
Let me tell you something. I lit Nairobi. On his website, I'm told he says he's going to be the light of Nairobi. As far as I'm concerned, Nairobi is already lit. The guy is absolutely ignorant. He comes here and he thinks he can bash everybody. By the way, have you received an email from my lawyer? Have you received an email from my lawyer?
Why don't you ask your lawyer?
Okay, here is the letter.
Why don't you?
Here is the letter served.
So,
I'm suing him for defamation.
For what?
For what? Because he calls me cartels. You know,
yes, you're a cartel.
I just hope he has enough
Esther,
money.
you're a cartel. You brought it.
I just hope he has enough money to pay everybody that will sue him.
Are you suing
Or he has good
are you
enough
suing
furniture
Miguna?
that we can auction him.
Are you suing him?
Yes, definitely.
For what? What did he say?
Because let me tell you something. He put an advert on the Twitter handle saying that we are all cartels. The thieves, he's going to deal with the thieves, he's going to deal with the drug dealers. I mean, you don't need to stand out by bashing people. If you have a vision for Nairobi, speak about it. Why do you need to step on everybody else? I mean, at the end of the day, you're in this city, and the governor of this city is Kidero. And if you have issues with him, then let that be the side. Focus on the issues. I mean, let me tell you something.
Is that a question?
Hold on.
I thought this was a session for questions.
No, she's making a statement.
No, is that a question?
She's making a statement.
I don't have a question for you.
You said...
And I hope you take this because it's served.
No.
Yes, it
I
is
don't
served.
know. I don't care about that.
You should.
Because you lose all your cases. So what if you sue me?
Let me tell you something.
You can sue me 10 times. It doesn't matter.
This is a man.
But can I respond?
Yes.
Let me respond. Esther Passaris.
He knows me so well.
On the 26th of October, 2005.
Oh, wow.
You are named in Parliament as having obtained a contract to adopt a light and procedurally. Esther Passaris, because you asked for it, so you are very corrupt. In fact, your files, I've done research on you, your files in City Hall stink to the high heavens. Number two, you asked for it.
You know what?
Let
It's
me
fantastic.
respond.
It's fantastic.
You
He's just
talk.
building
Let
my
me
case.
respond.
He's building my case.
Let me respond, Esther Passaris,
Continue.
because you asked for it
Continue.
on live TV.
I need it. I need it.
Yes, you need
Yes,
it,
exactly.
and you will
Continue.
get it.
Continue
You will get
defaming
it.
me.
You will get it, Esther
Continue defaming me.
Passaris. Esther Passaris on the 27th of December,
How do you know all these dates?
2007, because I was there with her, at the Pentagon House, in the impending days when Raila's victory was almost certain, you announced to the gathering that after Raila is inaugurated, you will take 30 days sex holiday in Seychelles.
Sex
A
holiday.
woman
Sex holiday.
who has absolutely no integrity, a socialite bimbo, whose only claim to fame is because she is looking for billionaire sponsors. Yesterday, it was Mwangi of Equity. The other day, it was Gichuru of the former electricity Kenya Power, crying for a man to marry you because you believe that the man promised to marry you, and for that reason, you took a man to court. Esther Passaris, you can sue me 1,000,000 times and it would not bother me.
On that note, Esther, I'm going to have you respond after the break. We're going to have to take a break. And that's a disclaimer, by the way. The views are those of the guests, not mine, not KTN, nobody. Goodness gracious me. Miguna.
A revolutionary, you don't play with revolutionaries.
Clearly.
If you try,
Keep tweeting. Keep tweeting. At Miguna Miguna. At Esther Passaris. At Koinange Jeff. The hashtag Race for Nairobi. Or, if you prefer, Miguna. Drain the swamp.
and it will be drained dry, and then cleaned, and then made productive.
Are you our Trump?
Well, I'm better than Trump. Trump is my student.
Jeff Koinange, live at the Villa Rosa
He's a
Kempinski.
certified revolutionary.
Takes a break. We'll
And I
be
don't
back.
take bites from mosquitoes like Esther.
We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us on KTN Home and KTN News, the show is literally on fire. Twitter is aflame. We're going to go straight to the tweets because Miguna Miguna and Esther Passaris are in the house and they're literally going at each other's throats.